Okay, Assalamualaikum everyone. Thank you for joining us again today. We have Sister Hasnor Elina from ELD Gombak who will be sharing with us on. Right. Okay. Before that, let's start our session by reciting Surah Al-Fatihah. All right, Sister Hasnor, I'll hand over the screen to you.
Assalamualaikum.
Salam.
Okay. Experience of using Google Docs in class because we have started our class last week. There is no one way of doing it, of using Google Docs. Once you try using it, you'll find the most suitable way for you to use it in class. Okay, so today I'll just show you how, I'll just share with you how I use Google Docs in class. Okay, I'll share my screen now. Okay, basically this is what we're going to cover. Okay. Okay, there'll be two parts. One is using Google Docs for synchronous activity, and the other one is using Google Docs for asynchronous activity, which will be done in Google Classroom, perhaps. Okay. So how do you access Google Docs? Basically, there are many ways of accessing your Google Docs. Okay. For example, if you go to your Gmail, you'll see this buttons here. It's here. Okay. And if you go to your Google Drive, you can choose new, and then you can choose which you want to use, or you can straight away go to the website here. Okay. But usually what I will do is I will go to either my Google Drive here or my Gmail. That's how I access the my Google Docs. Okay, so and then we'll start with the first part, synchronous activity. Okay. So you click on, and then you can choose. There are many templates that you can choose from. Blank one, so that I can start from scratch. So click on that. And here, just like Microsoft Word, the function is just the same. It's just that with Google Docs, you can collaborate with people that you choose. Okay, so basically you will have to put title, document title first. I've prepared something here. Okay, so this will be about, say for example, indoor plants. Okay. Hold on. Okay, and then you can put a title. Title, say for example, you put the title of the document as your title first. So, okay, and here you can choose to change the font and whatnot. I think this is just basic, I'm sure you know. And then you can choose the text color. Okay. And then say for example, if you want to insert image, you can straight away search for image from the web here by clicking here, and then you search for image. Okay, so you just choose one, and then either you click insert or you can just drag. And for this one, you can resize. Okay, so basically, whatever you can do on Microsoft Word, you can do it here as well. Okay, and the other thing is that, say for example, you have a subheading, right? For example, you want to put here, say for example, in your opinion, is having plants indoor a good idea? Okay, and it will automatically check grammatical or languages error for English. For Arabic, I'm not sure. Okay, sorry. Okay, so here you can also change the page setup. Say for example, you want to have it like a bit colorful, so you can put green. Okay, so your document, say for example, for synchronous activity, you want to have it all green. So this is one of the ways. Okay, and also you can have your outline here. For example, this will be question, right? So you can select and put it as another heading. To meet using IIUM address, you can comment. Okay, I'll give you the link later. Okay, so any questions so far? Nervous? No question?
No question yet.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'll copy the link. Okay, I will share it in the chat. I'm not going to put it in Google Classroom yet because Google Classroom is just another platform, right? This is just the tool for you to use. Okay, so you can do the first activity, and then we will see how it works on Google Docs. Okay, okay. I've put the link on the chat. Okay. Okay. So if you see here, you can actually monitor how many students join and are actually in your sort of classroom in Google Docs. This is how you track them. Okay, like this morning, out of 15 students, I only have like 3 students. So I call them to join my class. Okay, and then whatever your students edit will be real time. If they delete, you will see them deleting it. And if they are writing something, you can see that they are writing something on it. Okay. So this is real time. Okay, give some time for your students to actually do their work, and then you at the same time you can monitor. And if they did, say for example, some mistakes, so what you do is you can actually edit it or comment straight away. Okay. Okay, and while doing this, you can actually say, for example, your students might have questions, right? You have this part where you can chat. You can ask them, do you have any questions? Okay, this is where you can interact with the students or do a roll call.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can we find this chat button on the document? I think
Okay.
I miss it.
Okay, it's you see this part here where the pictures of those who are in here. So you click the one next to it, the one
Oh,
with
that.
one person and the
All
three
right.
dots. So that's the
Okay.
chat button. Yes, you can be creative with the with the font. Okay, so these will all be done real time, so you can actually monitor your students. Okay, so the next part is, say for example, we're so concerned about whether the students are in class or not, right? I am actually, because I don't know where they are. I don't know whether they are here in class or not. So you can actually track the changes, who did what. Okay, so there's a button here, all changes saved in Drive here. So you click this and you can see those who actually attempted this document. And this can also be used, say for example, you want to rename it to attendance. 9th of June, 2 p.m. Okay, and you don't have to click save because it will automatically save whatever your students type. So don't worry, because my students, they are so worried because I think they got confused with Google Form, where Google Form they have that submit button, right? But not for docs. You don't have the submit button, but everything is saved. So it's there. And then this can be used as your attendance tracker, perhaps. Okay, so you will see the names here. Okay? Any questions before I proceed? Where can we, okay, the chat button is, oh, sorry. Where is it? Okay. Everything is in your Google Drive, yeah? So don't worry. You don't have to to click the save button. It will all be in your Google Drive, automatically save. Accidentally exit, but I can actually go there. This part, these buttons here, kan ada pictures of those who are in. So the chat button is here. Show chat. So you click here. Okay? Clear, yeah? Okay. And say for example, you want to comment on something, your students did something wrong. So you just, now you are giving them suggestion on how to, okay? So here you can put your comment. You highlight this part and I. Okay, so I'll close the chat button. Okay, so the students will correct it and then they will click the resolve button if they did if they actually corrected their work. Okay, so I think this part, the capitalization of I'm worried for the exam later because we're used to like I not in capital letters. For you, it's just you. Okay, so that one I think you can start practicing with your students. So you can edit your friends, you can comment on your friend's answer. This is suitable for synchronous activity. Okay? All right. Okay, so the next part we have covered. Okay, so now say for example, I want to put a table. So you just insert, you click the insert button. Okay. For this kind of activity where you actually insert a table, I will tell my students to be careful with choosing one box for each student. Okay, this will be a reminder for them so that they don't write on others' answer. Okay, so say you have the next question, what plants do you like? Okay, so here, since you have written there one box for each student, so one student will just give one name, or they will just use one particular box to put the answer. Okay, so this will be my next heading perhaps. So I'll change it to heading 2, the next one. You like money plant or you like money? Okay, so this is another activity that you can do where you actually put table for students to fill in. So you can see the real time of students typing in, deleting their answer. Durian. Okay. And the same thing, you can see new changes here, whether your students attempted the task or not. Okay. So right now, these are people who are attempting the work. Okay, and then you can see the full history and who attempted the whole document. Okay, clear? Clear, yeah? Okay. Page setup just now, like I said, it's the color of the document that you want. See, for example, you are labeling it. If it's level 5, it's all green. If it's level 4, it's all yellow. So you can do the page setup, and then the sharing settings that I said. Make sure for class, I think you just do it public. Okay. So for class later, what you do is setting here, you have to change it to anyone with the link, because students, they don't have IIUM email address, right? So you have to change it to anyone with the link. and then you share the link with the students so that they can do the task. All right, clear, yeah? Okay. And then you can do the comment history. You can look at the comment history, the file history, whether students attempted or not. So from the comment history, I suggest save the comment history so that you know whether these students actually attempted or not. So from here, you can take the attendance. That's my suggestion. But of course, there are other ways of doing it. Okay. So the next part is for the asynchronous activity, the same thing. You create a document, you name your document. However, for the asynchronous activity, I suggest you link it to your Google Classroom so that it's easier for you to find the folder later when you want to edit or mark the document. Okay, okay. So for this one, I'm going to open a new document. Okay, file, new document. Okay, we will do this individual assignment 1. Okay, so we put the title, indoor plant. Okay, then you can change the font with whatever you like. You can change the color of the font, you can bold it, you can underline. Okay, then the question. Okay, having plants indoor can be say can affect your health. Do you agree? Okay, and this one I'll put it as heading 2 so that you can just click from the outline easier. Okay, and then write your instruction. Write an essay of about 250 words. Okay, and the sharing setting, same thing. Change it to, say for example, anyone with a link, because we're going to give this to students, right? Okay, they can edit. Okay. For this one, I will need to ask you to go to Google Classroom. Okay, I will show you how to do this. Okay, this is my Google Classroom. Okay, this. Okay, which one should I use, Pippa? Or should I just use mine?
I need to add you first as the teacher. You can use e-training.
E-training.
Yes.
This one.
Yes.
This one,
I need to remove you first and then add you as a teacher.
All right, thank you.
You can check your email.
All right.
Okay, you have to refresh it first.
Okay,
Or you
never
can
mind.
just go to Google. You can just go to Google Classroom and find the invitation there.
Okay. 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 So for For individual assignment, this is for a synchronous activity, yeah. So you go to classwork. So okay. Pipa, you need to add me as the teacher. Okay, never mind. I'll just use my Google Classroom. Okay, I create a class. Okay. Okay, so here for a synchronous activity, for classwork, you create assignment. Okay, essay writing 1. Okay, so you do the instruction and then you add from Google Drive that particular document, add. Okay, and then you make a copy for each student because this is individual, right? This is asynchronous, right? Where they have to do it individually. So you make a copy for each student. Okay, and then you assign them to do it. Okay, so this will be your asynchronous activity, and then if you view assignment, you will see how many turn in the assignment, how many students you have. See, for example, you have 12 students, you will assign to 12 students, and then you can check how many turn in, and from here, those who turn in the document, you can edit and comment individually for each copy for each student. Okay, so you can edit just like what we did just now for this one where we put comment and then you have the suggestion. It's the same thing. The suggestion and commenting, editing here is just the same. The difference is that one is the synchronous activity and the other one is asynchronous. Okay, any questions? The question.
Hasnno, can we try it together?
Okay,
Or
can.
can you give us your classroom code?
All right. Okay, this is the class code. Okay, you can join the class. There are a few people here. Okay, so say for example, what do you do? Say for example, you forgot to actually assign it for individual. So what do? You will have to delete the document and then upload again. That's what you have to do. Okay. See, assigned to 8 students. These are the total number of students that I have in class, and 0 has turned in the assignment. Can someone try? Okay, one person has turned in the assignment. So we'll have a look at how it will be. Okay, so for example, okay, this is Afifa's answer, for example. Okay, so it's the same thing. For this one, you can choose whether to have it graded or not, optional. Okay, and for example, this is, say for example, this is the mistakes, so you can change it. Okay, or if, say for example, there's something okay, so for this one, say for example, this is a spelling mistake, so you comment it as spelling mistake. Okay, so comment. Okay, and then you can add your private comment. For example, for the whole task, what do you think of the whole task? Okay, and then you can write something here. Okay, and then you can post it to your student, and then you can return it back to the students. Okay, say for example, they need to redo this part, right? So they will redo it, and then they will return the work back to you. Okay, so I will return this to Afifa. Okay, there's no grade, it's okay, because we don't want to give them grade. Okay, and if we go back to here, okay, more students has turned in the assignment. Okay, we'll look at Majdina's. Okay, I agree that having plants indoor could affect your health positively. Okay, say for example, you want to comment, okay, how does it affect? You know, like you can still interact with your students. Okay, and then you can, this is suggestion, so it's in green. So student will answer a question, and then you can give private comment. This is individual. This is definitely a synchronous activity for you to do with your student using Google Docs. Okay, and then you return the assignment. Okay, then you go back. It's all in here. So where in Google Drive, where are all these files located in your Google Drive? It's my drive, and then there's here, you see this one, classroom. So this will be arranged according to your Google Classroom, the section, the different classes that you have. Everything is in here. Okay, so just now, this is the class that we use, right? Okay, so you click here. Everyone's assignment is in here, in your Google Drive. In Google Drive, in Google Classroom folder, and then click on the section or the particular class that you're looking at. So you can see how many turn in the assignment. Okay? Easy, right? I don't know. I think it's easy lah. Okay. Any question? Like I said, there is no one way of, my way might not be the right way. However, once you explore, you will find one way that will suit you to use it in your Google Classroom.
Hasnor,
If you don't want to use it Google Classroom, it's okay. You can use it by sharing just the link with the student, yes?
Kak Adura asked what's going to happen if you don't assign a copy to each student. Can you show us that? Demonstrate.
Okay, if you don't assign it to students, individually,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
it will be like this. Whatever everyone is writing will be on that one particular document.
Okay. But that is when we assign them to edit, right?
Yes.
Otherwise, they can only view the file.
The sharing setting, whether they can edit or not, is here.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
But for the one generated in Google Classroom, is it automatically
no.
permission to students to edit?
Okay. Okay. The same thing. You have to what do you call that? You have to click on the setting here, like this one. The sharing setting is students can edit.
So it's not automatic.
No,
Okay.
everything is not automatic. If automatically, they can just view. So you'll be receiving email saying that they request access, request access.
But I think if we generate the Google document directly from Google Classroom and we assign the assignment individually, the student can directly edit the document without we set them to be the editors. If we
Okay.
create the Google document directly from Google Classroom,
Yes, but now
if we are
uh
using the document from Google Docs, then we have to change the setting first.
yeah, but we're not using the first one. We did not use Google Classroom, right?
Uh-uh.
Uh, so it's really up to you. Like I said, I am more comfortable of creating the documents first before putting it on Google Classroom. I'm more comfortable with that.
Yes.
Mm.
And another one, just some tips of using Google Classroom all this while. You need to enroll yourself as a student, then you can put that yourself in their shoes, and then you can
Yes.
view whatever they are seeing and try the assignment first before you publish it to everyone. Because you know
Yes.
when you are posting your entries on Google Classroom, you can assign to one person or you can assign to everyone in the class. So you can test it on yourself first.
Mm-mm. True. Okay. Can I proceed?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Okay. So after you have assigned them for the asynchronous activity on Google Classroom, these are things that you can do. You can make copy for each student. You can edit and comment on students' work individually, just like you do with marking and do consultation. Perhaps after that, one or two particular students might need more attention with their writing and whatnot. So you can use this piece of activity to actually explain to them what the problems are with their writing. Okay, and here I've also put Google Docs support from Google itself. It's available for you because if there are more things to do on Google Docs actually, but these are basic things that I know how to. But of course, you can explore more. Yeah, setting is very important because otherwise your email will be filled with students trying to access particular documents. Like if you have like 10 students, some students they will try like 3 times, you're getting like 30 requests. So sharing setting is very important. Okay, so these are the this is the link that can help you more on Google Docs. Okay, hopefully that was helpful. All right, thank you. Any questions?
That's the end.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. We'll open the session for any questions or you have missing buttons that you want Hasnor to show again.
It's fairly easy, I think. What if you don't assign each copy to students? If you don't assign each copy, it will be synchronous activity. If you want to assign that copy individually, but you forgot to, but you have posted it on Google Classroom, you will have to delete it and then create a new classwork or assignment, and then choose assign a copy for each student.
Sister Sabaria has a question. Okay.
No question.
No question.
But
No
actually,
question. Okay.
but actually, don't laugh at me, okay? Just now I tried. I entered our gorgeous teacher classroom, Teacher Hasnor, just now. I got that. After that, when I want to try to type the essay, I lost. Means I don't know which classroom you are. So and until the end, I don't know where is it, and I just listen. So sorry. Yeah, I want to try to type the text. Tapi I tak
Okay.
jumpa which class just now. Mana dia pergi?
You want to share the
Only
link again, Hasnor?
what? Yeah. Itu yang tak tahu.
Okay, so you have to change the setting both in GD and GC. The setting for Google document is the settings where students can view, can comment, or can edit. Okay. For Google Classroom, if it's a material, you don't want to assign students individually, right? If it's an assignment or a quiz, then only you will assign it in each copy for Adura.
It has been answered already. You need to scroll down.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
kena refresh ke?
Uh-uh.
Okay. My internet is mak
A little
luar.
bit slow. Mine too. All right. So if you don't have anything else to ask, or you have a request for a more specific training later, let me know by email. This is for everyone. So Hasno, thank you. This is a very helpful session for those who just got their hands on Google Doc.
But
All right. Yes.
the problem is that student, they are so worried there's no save button, there's no submit button for Google Docs. That's my experience with the students.
We have to
You have
remind.
to
Yes.
tell them
Yes.
it's automatically saved. You are so worried because there's no submit button.
No.
Like I can't put the submit button there, but they ask for a submit button.
What we can advise them to do is probably before they start typing the essays, they have a backup essay in Microsoft Word on their laptop first.
Yeah.
Then
But
they can cut and copy.
But for synchronous activity,
Yes.
you would want the students to do it there and then, and we don't want them to like copy from somewhere else, right?
Oh yes, that's true. So have it outlined first.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So
Okay.
for everyone else, thank you for joining us today. Okay, I'll see you on Thursday where we are going to have a WooClap, Mentimeter, and also Slido, okay, a training for 1 hour with Brother Zakwan. So thank you all. Let's recite Surah Al-As to end our session today.